Sunday's the Super Bowl. Who you got? This is the last time I get to ask you this for a long time. And I didn't even tell you to prepare for it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the spread is. Oh, the Eagles are 1.5. I do know that because I almost bet on it today. So I'm going Eagles.
Philly, I've been saying that all year. Philly got the best roster in the league, top to bottom. I don't know if I can bet against Mahomes, man.
I know.
It's so tough. I will tell y'all a bet that I like because I know we got some degenerate gamblers in the chat.
Yeah, right here. And on screen.
Hassan Reddick, Super Bowl MVP. Throw a couple dollars on Hassan Reddick.
Okay. What? I was expecting Travis Kelce touchdown. No. That's my go-to. Miles Sanders.
I'm just going like long shot. I'm just telling you.
Wow.
I think that the Chiefs, they do a good job giving their tackles help. But the Chiefs tackles, if they are left one-on-one, I think Reddick's going to win that matchup. And just like, he turned that Niners game on a whim. He obviously got the forced fumble on Purdy when they tried to block him with a tight end. But, he injured him, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, which stinks. But
had multiple sacks. And I just think that if Reddick goes out there, say he does get like a strip sack and gets to Mahomes again, like say 2 sacks, and if one of those is a forced fumble, as long as nobody on the Philly offense just goes like bananas, he's had a good postseason. I think there could be a narrative there to potentially win Super Bowl MVP.
That would be wild.
He's like plus 3,700 or something like that. So
I'm going to put money on it right. I don't even have to. If my phone was in my hand, I'd do it live here.
It's a long shot, but I'm just saying, like, if you can do like.
You need 2 sacks. You need 2 sacks and a strip sack, or just a strip sack. That totally changes the game. Yeah. The Super Bowl is not about how good what your game was. Did you win the game? If you didn't win the game, you are not the MVP.
And that's the thing too. Like, I think Philly's good enough to pull this. Like, they're good enough to win. Obviously, you got to win to get Super Bowl MVP. But
true.
I really don't know. It's something that I've thought about a lot this week, just because I've really enjoyed like a lot of these outlets have done extreme. The Athletic has done a great job previewing this game, and I've really enjoyed their coverage of the Super Bowl.
Our boy Donnie Drune's there. Do you know Donnie's there?
Yeah, I know. I've been talking to. I had to text him the other night. I texted him the eye emoji and KD.
I know. Yeah. Oh yeah. I woke up to that news. He was the first person I texted to. I was like, screw Kyrie, because I was texting him a couple days earlier. I was like, dude, I hope the Suns get Kyrie.
Yeah.
Screw Kyrie. KD all day. Yeah. Good for Donnie.
Good for my guy. Oh man,
you sound pretty
I'm taking Kansas City. I'm not going against Mahomes.
I knew that was coming. As soon as I said it, I was like, he's gonna go Kansas City. I don't want to bet against Mahomes.
I do think Philly's a better team. I
think Philly's a better team, but it's Mahomes. Like, my worry is this: are the Eagles gonna blow them out? Because if the Eagles are gonna give him a shot, if you're gonna give Mahomes a chance to win this game, he's gonna win this game. So you got to win by at least a touchdown, and you have to hold that, you got to have the ball with 2 minutes left.
The only thing that gives me pause is the Tampa Bay Super Bowl. Now, granted, the Chiefs' offensive line right now is a lot better. Their interior offensive line is very good. Their tackles are a little shaky, and that's what scares me about Philly. Is because Philly's so deep,
wild.
They're so deep, but like you look at their backups.
Yeah, are wild.
They've got, they got Josh Sweat, who's had a career year, Hassan Reddick, who's had a crazy year. They got Brandon Graham. They're bringing off Ndamukong Suh. They got Javon Hargrave, Jordan Davis, Linval Joseph. They got so many guys that they can throw at you up front. But Mahomes is Mahomes, and that's
Mahomes is Mahomes.
It's the same thing that
Yep.
I just think that he's gonna do it. So I don't know. We'll see.
I'll see. I'm going Eagles. I won't lie. I'm going Eagles. I don't feel good about it at all. I went Chiefs all week long until I sat down and really thought about it for a second. And I was like, a long second, 10 minutes, easy. And I was like, yep, we're doing it. Sometimes you just got to do it.
Somebody said something in the comments, people sleeping on Jalen. I hope he gets a chance to show what he can do in the clutch. I ain't sleeping on Jalen. Jalen's won me over this year. His improvement has been incredible to watch. I personally thought that Jalen had a chance to be a starting quarterback and thought he was really talented coming out. I am very surprised at how he's developed, but he hasn't played that great recently, though. Like, not saying he's been bad. It's
since
just
the injury.
Yeah, since the injury, like Jalen he hasn't needed to because they've been blowing. I mean, they blowed teams out, but yeah. And I'm not saying that you were saying I was saying that either, Drew. I just I'm interested to see kind of how that plays out. That's really what I want to see, honestly. I want to see him and Mahomes go back and forth because I want to see if Hurts can do it. Because I think if you're talking about putting him in that elite category, like I think he's gonna have to go back and forth with the best in the game. So I think
and win it.
You know, people. I will say this: like there is like this narrative out there that you know, there is this narrative that like Jalen's kind of just along for the ride, and I think that there is a happy medium there. Like, I think you can acknowledge that the Eagles are an absolute wagon and have the best roster in the NFL. And then I think that you can also acknowledge that Jalen's development has been incredible and he's had a very, very, very good season. Like, I think it can be both. And it seems like a lot of people are trying to make it one or the other. And I don't really agree with that.
No, I agree. I think that that gets lost. You know, it's very hard for the football world to pick more than one narrative and allow it to, or dissect an entire narrative. Instead, they just pick one lane. Everybody's got to stay in that lane. I agree. But again, I'm going Eagles. Let's go. And this is Super Bowl Sunday. So next Friday, you won't even get the brunt of it. Steven will get the brunt of it on Monday. I'm either going to be in a great mood or I'm going to be completely miserable, depending on how my bank account looks Monday morning. So fly, Eagles, fly. I got two siblings in Philadelphia, actually.